Good morning. Today I'm in Tirana and I've decided I'm going to go for a wee training run while we're on holiday. However, my run's got off to a bad start, so I plotted this out without knowing what the city was like, and the first part of it takes me down this here, which isn't really runnable. So instead I'm just going to try and make it up as I go along. I know roughly how to get back to the hotel, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So yeah, first stop, I'm going to try and get to the main square, and then I'll see where I go from there. Right, wish me luck. Of course it's gone wrong already, but I found where I'm going, so I can get to Scandinavia Square. Something Scandinavia. The main bit. Right, first stop, Scandinavia Square. Sheshi Scandinavia, something like that. Anyway, it's named after the guy who's under the cover there. He was the one who fought against the Ottomans years ago, and that's why Albania got his flag and things like that. And then the rest of it's just a pretty much standard big city square. The place is huge. Over there is the museum, which is closed for a couple of years unfortunately, and then a couple of other buildings. I don't know if you can see the one that's there behind me. But that building there does look like a face, because it's going to be the face of Scandinavia. Yeah, it's under construction again. It won't be done for a couple of years, but at night you can see the face and features and all that. Looks pretty cool. Right, onwards. Forget where's next. House of Leaves, something like that maybe. We'll see. Right, next point in my route, that's the House of Leaves. It's where the communist government secretly did all the surveillance from. And in front of it is the Orthodox Cathedral. We were in there a couple of days ago. It's pretty big and pretty cool. Huge massive ceiling in it. Right, the next up, the main point of this run was actually trying to find the two football stadiums in Tirana. That's where I'm hopefully get to next. I'm back on route properly, so yeah, hopefully I should get to the first stadium. A lot of the payments are quite narrow, whereas this is the first one I've came to. It's actually nice and wide. Just making this section of the run nice and easy to run along. By a taxi. Yeah, we'll be here a couple of days, and it's a lovely city. Just look forward to exploring. We can go on our final day today, see what else we can see. At a slight second point, the road behind me is not for running on, it's for cars. So there's a couple of vehicles getting a car park there. So I have to just keep going up this road, take the next right. That's the thing that should get me back on track. Wish me luck. Like I said, I've done this remotely. I mean, I think I've hopefully not plotted it so I ended up getting through a government building again. Some of the roads are plotted. It looks like they're more like wee alleyways rather than proper roads with pavements, which is fine. But it just means I need to be kind of flexible with a few other parts of the run to get myself on other roads. It's actually pretty easy to navigate though. There's a lot of building work going on. But yeah, ahead of me, that's the road I was trying to get back onto. So same distance, just a different route. Don't run into the car. I've actually made it to my first stop. You can just about see it behind me. But yeah, this is the football stadium. Now, it's currently not being used. It's getting redeveloped or something like that. So the team that plays here isn't. I can't remember which of the Tirana clubs it is. Could be TF Tirana, could be KF Tirana, could be something else Tirana. But whatever team it is, isn't here at the moment. And that unfortunately is the case for the other stadia as well. But I'm going to see if I can get a better view of one of the other stands around the other side of it. But at least I've found it. There we go. I've got a view into the stadium now. So yeah, this is one of the teams of Tirana who isn't playing here. But yeah, first stadium. Right, that answers that mystery. It's KF Tirana. Now, if I've got things right, That might be Tirana Park up ahead of me, which is going to be one of my detour stops. I'm going to go and investigate it, because if it is, I'll quickly bob into the park, because I can join back on my route further up a wee bit, I think. I was right, this is one of the entrances to the park. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up the path here, turn left, see if I can get back down over to where I just was running to. That would get me back on my route. But it's got to be worth an explore. This path seems to be stones of different presidents or prime ministers, people like that. Sarkozy. Yeah. I just noticed all the names as I was running up. So one thing I did read online is if you're not wanting to do one of my sort of nonsense routes where you run around city centre and get completely utterly lost, the park's actually a good option. It's meant to have a couple of kind of long loops, some good paths which I can totally agree with, and it's got a bit of hills and things like that as well. It's also made to be very, very safe, so yeah, I can't disagree with that. I've just found this proper running track in the middle of the park. You've got to go a rocky path to get to it. But as I am now completely and utterly lost, I think if I go over there, I might be able to get out of the park. This is turning one of these ones where I've gotten lost and stuck. But at least I'm on the running track. Right, we're around there and I want to get behind me there, but there's no path by the looks of it. I think if I go over there. Right, let's see how this goes on. I found a way out. I was right. I ran across the running path, running track. It's got me back here. I think I'm roughly back en route and should be near the other stadium. Right, let me get my breath and we'll see. This massive arena like building behind me is in fact the National Football Stadium. So yeah, you can't actually see the pitch or anything like that. We actually walked around here before and didn't realise this was the football stadium. Yeah, we found out later on this was the national team playing. So yeah, I think England play here later in the year, potentially. Yeah, it's a big old building, pitch in the middle of it obviously, and it's surrounded by kind of shops, a big casino, a lot of wee shops, a couple of bars, things like that, just like along there, and also carries on the inside. Good news is, I'm back on track, so this was only meant to be a 7 kilometre run, and it's ended up going longer because I've got lost in the park. But yeah, now I'm going to start heading back towards the hotel. I don't think it's too far actually, not from here. I couldn't do a run through Tirana without at least running by one bunker. So yeah, this is one of the square, one of the parks in the centre. There's actually 3 bunkers in here. And yeah, it's on a pretty major road, but yeah, there are over 100,000 of these still kicking about across Albania. But yeah, across city centre we've come across a few now. But yeah. So yeah, a bunker. So behind me now, I'm way back still, is the Pyramid of Tirana. And this is the view from the top of the Pyramid of Tirana. Yeah, that was daft. Also it's high and really steep. Yeah, I didn't realise the stairs were going to be that steep until I was halfway up, and by that point I couldn't do it. I couldn't stop. There was 2 guys actually doing training up and down it. Fair play. For what was quite a kind of haphazardly put together run, I actually managed quite a good bit of sightseeing. However, it's time to go back to the hotel. So yeah, next stop, it's just over a kilometre away, maybe less actually. Just go straight back to the centre again. Well, we've been out all week. I've actually hardly seen any runners. I think it's all one. Today there was 2. I actually expected to see a lot more than that. But yeah, people must just be out running at different times here. There we are, I'm back. Yeah, overall the route wasn't exactly what I mapped out in my watch, just because different roads and things that I went wrong. But I'm pretty pleased with the route. Good a bit of sightseeing, good a bit of different things. I saw across the city. I didn't manage to get in trouble at any political place, so that's a bonus for me. And yeah, overall, I've really enjoyed that. It's a good city. Certainly that park is excellent for running around. Definitely, well, next time we're here again, yeah, I'd certainly say that park's a kind of good place to aim for. So yeah, overall, back at the hotel, we'll get showered, changed, out, explore our final day in Tirana. Right, I'm done. Good news, it's not as cold as it was earlier.